Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're back at the Unreal Engine tutorial. We're gonna make a survival game. Let me adjust the mic. Yes. Uh, Now today we're gonna make the hunger system. Yeah, the hunger system, and we'll make food. So that we can eat. Actually, test that eating works. So first of all, I have some things to change in from the last episode. See those? Last time I made something that let me show you here. See, I made each and every item has its own actor, a child actor of underscore pop. Instead of making each item have an actor, a child actor, we do this instead. We go we delete those because it's a bit of waste. I mean, delete those. Open the prop underscore prop, then parent actor. The ID here must be set to editable and expose on spawn. So expose on spawn is for like when you want to spawn stuff. Like when you drop items, it knows what to drop. Still, we're not done yet. We need to fix the dropping now. It's gonna show so many errors. Let me first hold on. What's this? Item list. Now see, the prop the proper class here is set to none. We let's go back to the structure we made before and delete the prop class. We don't need it like this. Instead of dropping, instead of making individual actors for each item, you just drop the prop parent and you just set this. Should work, but I don't know what it's showing. Let me check inside here. Update item. Yes, that should work, right? It's supposed to work. Yes, should work. I don't know why it's not working. Oh wait, now it works. I just went around to look at stuff, now somehow it works. Now okay. We set to 0 and set to 1 it becomes like this. So see, last time the reason we did separate actors for each item is because we want to we choose the size of the actor. Instead, in the structure here, we add the size. Where is the size? Here. We do here. Make a vector called item scale. Here we do item scale, and yes, like this. Correct. We save everything, and here, see, now we have this. We do. But let me see this here. Let's click drag this to the default scene root so that we don't need it, because we don't need it actually. We do here item info item scale. Yes. We do set scale. Set actor scale. Or actually, just to be safe, we do this. Set world scale. It will set to the mesh directly. Now we do this. Boom. Now the sizes will work properly. Now I don't remember what sizes we added for the evil item and test item. So I'm just gonna go here and just make some stuff. First of all, this is something important. We didn't set the default values. Let me set this to 111 so that when we make other items in the future, we don't be in trouble. So all of them I think was 0.1 from what I remember. Sure. Oops, it's big I think. No, it's too tiny. Done. File and save. Hello? Oh, look how tiny it is. Yeah, I don't think that's the correct size. Let me make it bigger. Save this prop. Now let's make it bigger. let's write 0.25. This one I'll make 0.15. You can copy what I'm making. Let's pause the video because I feel I think I'm being a bit too fast. Yes, now it's showing the correct side. See? The problem now, when I pick it up and drop it, it breaks. Okay? Let me go to this error message. Just open first person character and see what's dropping. See? Here the class is set to item prop info. Instead, remove this and delete the get item info thing. Get selected item ID and just type in the prop, and directly connect this. Now, whenever you drop something, instead of going through individual actors, it always gonna spawn the prop actor with the ID of the item you're holding, so that it will drop the thing that you're holding. Clear? Now we fixed something annoying things with the thing. Look, now it's back working again. Drop this, and what was I supposed to do? Let me check something here. Okay, to make things since we are not making the inventory UI today, I'm gonna do something here so that it will show me what item am I holding. See here, we'll show you. This is the thing that displays. This entire thing displays the list of the items in the inventory. And so we do this. See here, the string. We do append. Attach this to the B, and we add, and we do select here. Select, and we only select if the index equal to the selected item. This means that if when you're throwing the inventory debug string thing, it will add a plus to the one I'm holding, and this one is just gonna be empty. Let's see. Take this. Now see, there is a plus here. Okay then. Okay then. Now we made this. We made a thing better. Let me spawn like a lot of props. We do this. Another one. Take half of it and turn it into test item. Like this. Now if we play here, we have stuff. We collect all of them. Now this you can see here. You can select between the items, and also last time we made so that it shows the selected item. We don't need that, but let's keep it just because we're gonna remove it anyway. The text UI printing, because we're gonna make the inventory HUD and UI so that we're gonna show all the stuff we have. Now I have this. Shows which one we are selecting. See, now we have evil item. We press Q and drops it, then adds it. Now it's on the top. Okay, we save just so that we don't lose anything. See here the item bar. I made. Wait, hold on. Let me put question one. We made is food. This food determines if the thing that you're holding is it a food item. If it's food, we eat when we right click. But we haven't chosen how much hunger it fills up. So this I'll make something here called value. It's gonna be a float. You can make another one called max value. Actually, no, we don't need it. We don't need it. Yes. Remove it. Remove it. Yes. Only value. We make a float here on called value. This is a value that we're gonna use for eating, for eating, for eating. And if it is food, and you ate the food item, you gain whatever it's stored in the value. If it is also, you can use this as a as tool durability. So when it's tool, this is the durability, the maximum durability it can hold. Then slowly drains down like this. So we can use it as a food hunger amount and the durability for the tool. So we can't make a tool food because it doesn't make sense, right? You can make an item that is food and tool at the same time. So save this. I don't know why every time it tells me to save, even though I didn't make anything. Save all. Okay. We made all of this stuff right now. We make another item. Let's put the ideas too. You need to make it 0, 1, 2, 3 like this, or else it will break. Let's call this apple. Let's see, apple. Okay, there is no. Oh wait, it's disabled. Okay. Apple. There is no apple icon. iOS. Yeah, that's one. Okay. These will not be used until the time we make an inventory UI widget. So the mesh will be a sphere. Material sphere, no. This one. Basic shapes. Material, let me find red. No, not it. Okay, let's just make it. Let's just make a material folder. Just prepare ourselves. Let's make a red underscore mat. Make 3 here. Attach this to the base color and make it red. Now we have a material that's red colored. We can use this to make an apple. A sphere. This is how the apple will look like. Just a sphere that's colored red. Because we don't have no mesh. Put red here. Is food is equal to true. Now the max hunger of the player, we're gonna make it the same as the health, 100. So let's make it fill 10%. So we do 10. We type 10 out of the 100 will fill. So if you eat it, 10 hunger points will be filled out of the 100 that the player can hold. So now let's start with the food thing. But first before that food thing, we go here and we go in the first person character. Yes, create a variable called current hunger and max hunger. I can spell it properly. Hunger. We both set it to float, same as the health. Both we set to 100. I don't know, maybe you want to, when the game starts, to have less than 100. You can choose. I mean, when you first start the game, the current hunger will be like 75 and the max 100. Like something happened, the backstory of your game, whatever. We go to the UI widget. Just copy and paste this thing. Duplicate it. Copy it. Why is it not copying? Here, paste. Now we have another one here. Why is it all the way down there? No one will know. It's like, no. knowing that it's going down every time. I'm just gonna zoom in really. I want to make it align perfectly. Come on, dude. No, wait, it's aligned. We do this. We get another one next to it like this. Type in HN. Does that mean hunger? GR. Now, hunger. H and G. And make this orange. 0.5 in the green. Or actually, no, it's too yellowish. Make this. Also do this the same thing here. Put a 2 point, like something like this. That's hunger, right? Yes. That's how I see hunger bars. Always make it orange. We add a small piece of make it 0.02. Yes, like this. Good. You can make any style you like. I'm just gonna make it like this. You can make it green, blue, anything you want. You can actually remove these and put in an image instead. Or you can just go take here. You see this brush here? You can make the hunger any shape you like. Wait, I can show it here like this. Hold on, let me, where is it? Do this and do it, where is the other one? The fill image, yes. Also like this. Now you have a hunger bar, it's like this. It can fill, goes up and down. You can make it a heart instead of this face. Oops, here. So we made this. This now the hunger display has no use at all. Let's do the same thing we did to the health bar. We copy and paste all of this. We do yes like this. Divide this. Take the divide. Get current hunger and max hunger. Get. You cannot set. We don't want to set it. We need to read it and display it on the screen. We do the current divide by max, so that it shows the number between 0 and 1, because that's how percentage works. As you can see right here. Where is it? Here. The lowest is 0 and the top is 1. So like this, 0.5, so we can display it properly. Take the second progress bar. What is it called? Let me name it actually. Make this hunger bar. We need to name it so that we don't mess up stuff. Health bar. Take the hunger bar here. Get hunger bar. You do also get percent. Same thing as before. Exact same. Now we made this. We copy paste on these things. The current is the percent, and the target is this division. Meaning this is for interpolation. You remember last time long time ago in the first episode, we made this so that the health bar smoothly goes up and down. We're gonna do the same thing. We do this now. Set not like this. Wait. You set percent here. Set percent, just like this. Let me clear out this. Attach this. Attach that. Let me organize it a bit. Like this, yes. Perfect. Now we do the same thing over here, but as hunger, I mean. Do this, copy and paste it. As you can see now, if I played right now, you're gonna see the hunger is set to full, because it's actually this is the number. Now see, it's full now. If there is a way to reduce the hunger, yes, we're gonna make a way to reduce the hunger. we're gonna put it in event tick events. Yes. Now let's make a function. Yes, let's make a function. Let's make a function that reduces the hunger. Let's do set hunger. Let's make the actually let's name it change hunger. Change hunger. This is basically, if we put positive values, it increases the hunger. If we put negative values, it goes down. So you do this now. We do set current hunger. First, let me add this first. Make a float, not just float one. Amount. We do this. Don't directly connect it because it will not do anything. It will just set the amount directly. We do this. Clamp the float. The max will be the max hunger. The minimum is 0, of course, and the value is this plus the amount plus the current hunger. That's all. Now, so every time we do change hunger, if we put here and the amount positive values, it will increase the hunger instead of setting it. If we put negative values, it will go down. So the clamp basically just locks it so that it won't go past 100 or go under 0. This adding is just adds the amount there with the current hunger. If we directly connect here, it will still set the current hunger to the amount directly instead of adding to it. So I hope this is all clear so far. Now we made the change hunger. Let's do this. Make a custom event. We call it, what do we call it? Why am my brain is not working properly? We call it lower hunger over time. This basically means that how you reduce the hunger. You get hungry over time. Basically, that's how it's called. So we do change hunger. Wait, let me make a value for when I make the death part, because we haven't made is dead. So when the player is dead, don't reduce the hunger, because why should I reduce it if it's like this? So we do this. No, wait. If it's not dead, like this. Or actually, let me put is dead here. Attach like this. Let's make this into a function. Collapse to function. We call it. No, not function. No, wait. Undo. Collapse to a macro. Yes. We call this is dead. Is player dead. Is player dead. Do question mark here. Open it. That's not how it should be. We add like this, yes, but also add another one here. Let's make this true. So we basically make a macro that that's acts like a function that instead of putting a branch then is dead, and when we don't want to, if we want to check it's not dead, we put not. Instead we do this, make a macro if it's not dead, like just like this. We don't need to make other stuff. It makes things simpler and easier to control. Now we do this minus how much? 0.1, because it's arithmetic, right? So that it will go down very fast. Now as you can see here, lower hunger over time. We set this. We don't set anything. Lower hunger over time. We just execute this on tick and play. Is changing anything? It should work, right? Let me print here. Print. Does it actually? Yes, it works. Let me do -1 instead of minus 0.1. Why is it not changing? Wait. Oh wait, I forgot to add the delta time. Yes. Wait, no. So bring this over. I don't know how to organize properly. Wait. Let me fix the thing here. Organize. Makes the code clear. Compact it also. Now this should work. See? Meow. Let's reduce it because that's one hungry boy. Go back here and make it minus 0.1. Or instead, we do get global time dilation. No, not time dilation, no. Tick, I think. What was it called? Global, not global. Get tick. What was it called? Forgot its name. Yes, get word delta seconds. So that when the FPS is really low, it does not move slowly, and when the FPS is so high, it does not go really fast. You know, here, slowly going down. I think it's going down. I don't know. Not sure. You know what? Let's just do this. Minus 0.1 and the class defaults. You see the tick interval. This now it's set to 0. So that means it's depending on the frame rate. So I'm gonna do 0.01 so that we can put so that it won't fluctuate the speed. You know, constantly. If the FPS is low, it's still gonna go the same speed. With this, actually, it's really fast. We put 0.01 like this. See here, really tiny. Look, yeah, still one hungry boy. Let me do 0.5 like this. I know it's still fast, but what can we do? Let's make it way less. 0.001. Play. Now it's good. Yeah, still fast, but that's good enough. You see it? The problem is when changing the thick thing to 0.9, now it's gonna like flash. See that the print now it's flashing like crazy. We can fix this by the see here the tick interval. We set this to exactly the same as the tick interval of the actor. This should work. Yes, it works now. Instead of the tick right, number stuff, the delta time. I just woke up, so maybe the reason I can't talk properly because that I just woke up. I was time to die. Boom. Okay, now we're gonna make it so that the when the hunger is set is 0, the health also will go down. But before we do that, let me comment this. We do this reduce hunger not if not dead. Where do we place it? Where do we put this here? We place it here. Now we're gonna make it so that if the hunger is low, or I mean when the hunger is set to 0, when after a while after you get hungry, the player starts to take damage. So every like 5, I mean not 5, I mean every second or 2, you get like 10 damage or something. Okay. What do we do next is this. We make a custom event damage player if hunger is 0. Do this. You branch here. First we actually wait. Before the branch, we need to check if the player is dead. If it's not dead, we do the stuff we did. And we do this. Actually, the is played is now useless because it will always return false because we haven't set the death sequence yet. I mean, there's no death sequence. We haven't made anything. So when the health is 0, nothing will happen. The is dead will not happen. Actually, we'll do it later. We're gonna make the is dead to true if the health is 0. This is the beginning of the death sequence. This is the important part, so that we can know if the player is dead. So if the player is not dead, we do a branch. Check the current hunger if it's 0 or not. If it's less or equal to 0, and this at the top here, like this. Then now take damage. Have I made this thing? We want so that every 2 seconds it takes 10 damage. So to make something that takes damage every couple of seconds, we need to make a macro library. Before we made the function library that gives the item information, we make another one called the macro library. Where is it? Here in the blueprints, add macro library and make it actor. Why are there even pawn and other stuff? We're just gonna make a macro library and move the new part here, and this macro is called tick delay. I always use this. I always do this in games. We do here this execute so that it doesn't show any number. I do here then, and put this to execute. This make a do once here. Put another value here called float value. Call it delay time. Make a sequence here and destroy sequence. Like this. Add delay. This is the delay time here, and do this. This basically now, when anything goes through it, it will do once and wait a couple of seconds until it resets. So that you can use this, like for example, if you want to make a shooting gun, make a gun, you can adjust the fire rate using the tick delay we made. So it does things once, then resets after the amount of time given. I mean, let's make the default value 0.1 so that it won't mess things up. Now we add the tick delay here, and we do every 2 seconds. Damage the player every 2 seconds. Damage player, where is it? Damage player, how much damage amount here? We do 10 damage. Now let's see if it actually works. Here, let me put something in debug. Here we put O, keyboard O. Here you can put any number you like. I mean any button. Okay, set to a button. I'm gonna set the current hunger to 0. Test it out. This is just for testing. And let's put this here. Comment it out. Add a comment. Let's call it constant he damages the player if hunger is equal to 0 and player is not dead. Yes, like this. Constantly damages the player every constantly damages the player every 2 seconds if hunger is equal to 0 and the player is not dead. So if the player is not dead and the hunger is 0, every 2 seconds you get 10 damage. 10 damage, you get damage, 10 HP is going off of you. So we answer this to the tick events. I know there's too many tick events, yes, but we need that. We need those. So we do what do they call it? Where is it here? Damage player. Damage player if hunger is 0. Damage player if hunger is 0. This is what's called. Damage player if hunger is 0. And we play. And we see it's not we're not damaged. We're not getting hurt right now. If I set this to 0, I put this hunger 0. Now it's decreasing slowly. See? You can change this instead of every 2 seconds. You can do every 0.1 second. A sliver of health is going like so that health does not jump every time. I want it like this, so I'm gonna keep it like this. You can choose whatever you like. Now the player should be dead right now because it died of hunger. Now, where is the thing here? Yes. Now we make another tick event. We're gonna call it death sequence. T dot here. Death sequence. This is basically when the health is equal to 0 or less. Then less or equal to 0, then is death will be true, so that the first person character we can know when the player is dead. We make this death sequence fired if health is 0, and put another tick event. Where is it? Death sequence here. Boom. So it's cool. It will constantly. We put it in tick because we wanted to constantly check if the player is dead or not. We first. This is really important. I always make the death sequence at the beginning, so that problems won't occur. Because when you do blueprinting, it first does this, then this, then this, and through the closer to the event will be done first. So that's why I keep the sequence at the beginning, so that if the player is dead, these won't occur. Because maybe we're gonna like get something from the components of this one, of the actor, and it might show like millions of errors. So now we made the is player dead macro. Now we're gonna make it so that the player can't move if it's dead. Actually, let's put this for other episodes. Right now we forgot about the food item we're gonna make. We now made. Let me make some apples here. Move these. What was the value? I think what's 2. Yeah, 1 big apple. Let's set this to. Where is the? Yes, item list here. We forgot to set this to 0.25, like how the other was set. Now here, here. Oh my god, that's small. Small, small, and small. Make this 0.5 instead. Here, take this, now I have apples here. Then throw these apple too. Boom. Okay, we made apples. It's not showing the correct size. I need to move it. Yes, now it shows. Now we're gonna need a way to make the player eat the apple. So we go to project settings here. You can open project settings through settings here and project settings. Go down here and find input here. In the action mapping, remove these fire and recent VR. You don't need those. We add another one called what was it called? Use item. Use item. And the button I'm gonna make it right click. Now when you right click, you eat the food immediately. The delay we're gonna put the delay, the like eating animation after we make the hand that shows on the player's view, like when you're holding it on your hand and you see it on the screen. And now we're not gonna put animation, so it eats immediately after we right click. So we do, where's the use item here? Use item, input action use item. We check if, wait, where is, okay, we do select, we do get selected item ID here, so it will give the ID of the item we're holding, ID, and we do get item info. Open that, check if it's food. Is food. Wow, I'm insane. I have to do branch. This food is already here. Why am I typing it again? Here, like this. Yeah, shorten it out. Now, after we check if it's real food, if the thing that we're holding is food, we change hunger. We do this change hunger function, and we add the amount of value, like just directly here, and then we remove it from the inventory. Let's see how we made the drop item here. We spawn when we press Q, we spawn the item we're holding and then remove the item like this. What's this? Remember what I make it. We copy all of this. Let's make this collapse to a function. We collapse this part only. Collapse to a function. We do this, remove item from inventory, and open that. We see the select slot, we click and drag this. Yes, like this, index to remove, or item index to remove, like this, so that we can explain more. Remove this, Control X, and we add it here. So that now we just input the index of the inventory we want to remove, and then it moves it. If the selected slot is greater than the length, then it will set this goes back. We did before. This is like the selected should not be beyond the length of the inventory. So we do this now. We made the change hunger, and now we remove item from inventory, and it's gonna be the same thing. Selected slot, because the thing we're eating is in our slot like this. Why is it showing error? Where? What's wrong with it? Wait. Could not find pin for parameter. Okay, I have, yeah, oh my god. Remember when I clicked drag here and said index remove and I rename to item index remove? Somehow that broke stuff. So see here didn't change, so it broke. We do this. I click drag again. Now it's showing the correct one. I don't know what's this. Delete that thing. Copy that. Bring it over there because it's no. Okay, never mind. Now we play. We find an apple. Let me set to 0 and apple. Right click. Now see, filled up. We right click. And what's wrong here? What did we do wrong? Get selected item ID. Where is this? Where is it? Sorry. No. What happened? Attempt to access index 0 from array inventory of length of 0. Okay. Let me do this. If length is not equal is greater than 0, so that the error won't happen again. Wait, before we test again if it works, we go back to the debug thing we did here before. Instead of set hunger to 0, now we want to change the hunger to like -10. -10. If we press 0, I mean O, letter O, we change it to 0 because it's confusing. If we press O, the hunger will lower to it will go to -10. With this, we expand and go down. We pick up the apples and see we are selecting apple up top there. Right click and get eaten, and boom. That's how it works. Now we made the food. Let's make another food and we call it meat. Where is it? I'm getting lost in my item list. Keep forgetting it's called item list. It's been a while. Make another one. We call it meat. Let's make it give how much? 40. That's a lot. I mean, why not? We give it. I don't have any textures. I'm just using the engine content. I mean, I turned on show engine content. Shows everything. Let me choose anything. Bad highlight. Well, we are gonna worry about these later. The icons. I'm gonna import later on after we make the inventory UI. Let's choose something that's close to the meat. No, just leave this like this. We gotta leave it at bad highlight and call this. Let me call it beef. So that not beef. What's beef? Beef. The mesh is gonna be. Let's see what meshes do we have here. Make a cylinder that's extremely short, 0.1. We call it meat. Material also gonna put it as red mat. And its food is true and it gives 40. I just said this already. This food is true. This is the size and yes, that's all. We copy the apple and change its ID so that it becomes meat. Click drag and see its size. So this to 3. Now we have meat. I know it doesn't look like meat, but what are you gonna do? I just want to rush things. Here, we pick up the beef, the apples, more beef, and see the item test, an evil item will not work. See, if I hold the item test and right click, nothing will happen. because we didn't set it to food. See, nothing will happen. We go to beef, let me reduce the hunger a bit. We right click on the beef and we get a lot of food. We eat the apple, it gives only little. See how good it is? Don't know what word should I use. I still don't know how to remove the flashing light. The no problem. We're gonna remove it anyway when we make the UI. So we made the apple, we made food things. We also made a way to check if the player is dead. We also made that if the hunger is 0, the HP will start to lower. Why is it not lowering? I don't know why. Hey, oh, this is supposed to lower. Or did we just remove this by accident? Wait, where is the part where lower hunger over time? Okay, this should work, right? Health is dead is false. Okay, let me check. Let me display the print here. Instead of select slot, we show if the player is dead. Directly connected. False. Now it's saying false. Let me reduce the hunger. 0. Oh my god, I made a mistake. I know what's wrong with it. See here? Where is the part where the current hunger is less than 0 instead of the max? I mean the current health. We click drag the current health on it. Yes. Now if the health is 0 instead of the hunger. Now if I set this to 0 again, now we start lowering. If you eat quickly like this, quickly, oh my god, quickly eat, the health will not lower. We don't have time to make health regen because I mean it's already took us like a long time to record this one mechanic. Eat more. Oh yes, I forgot something. I can eat even though I'm full. So let's make it something that make it so that you can only eat if you're not full. I mean, if you are hungry only. So here we make another branch here, and we check if the current hunger is less than the max. I'm not gonna do exactly because it's the max directly. I'm gonna do max minus 1, something like this, so that you won't waste food if your hunger is 99. So we do this and compile and save. See now if I pick up the apple and set this to 0 and we right click, it fills up. We right click, fills up. We take a bunch of beef, eat, does not work. We need the hunger needs to get lower before first. See? Can't eat right now because you're full. Right? How can you eat like a giant beef if you're full? So now we ate. I don't know how. I know why, how, but okay. Um, let's call this. Wait. That's all for this episode. Let me make a comment here. Swan, eat food if hungry. Eat food item. Swan is use item. Now we made a basic food system, hunger system. The health gets reduced not only by the fall damage, also by the hunger. If your hunger is 0, let me first, instead of this dead thing, I'm just gonna put the current hunger here, so that we can know how much hunger you have. See, I made them if the health is 98 because max health is 100. Well, actually 99. You can eat at 99. See at the top. Yeah, now I can eat. Now, if your hunger is less than 99, you can eat. You know I can eat. Boom. Fill back it up. But it's a bit of waste. You need to wait until your hunger goes down. Maybe the next episode we are gonna make the inventory UI or stamina region. One of those two. So that's all for this video. We made beef and apple. Apple gives little hunger, while beef gives a lot of hunger points. And that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me save, and see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.